This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Grab me one too.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
What? I can't hear you. I have no clue.
Thanks for your help.
Back here on 92.5 KLAD, Mike Safford with you. Great interview earlier today with head coach Justin Parnell. Glad that the head man could join us earlier and talk about this big one tonight between Tech and Southern Oregon as the Raiders come into this contest having lost 3 of their last 4. They had a rough go of it on that last road trip when they were at College of Idaho and Eastern Oregon. In fact, that game that they had at Eastern Oregon on Friday night, a tough one for the Raiders to swallow. They had a big lead in that one, just could not overcome it. For Tech, they picked up that crazy victory in the victory against Eastern Oregon a week ago Friday night, then came back and had a lead in the second half against College of Idaho, but just couldn't seal the deal against a C of I team that, you know, C of I is a very, very good basketball team. In fact, they are routing right now Eastern Oregon on the road. For Oregon Tech, the ability tonight, gotta rebound. And that was the thing that Justin Parnell has talked about throughout this entire week. Have to be able to get themselves rebounds in this ball game tonight. As Southern Oregon, the number 2 offensive rebounding club in the Cascade Collegiate Conference. The other thing tonight is to be able to stop the penetration dribble for the Raiders. They love to be able to get themselves to the basket, and we'll find out if Tech will be able to work with that interior defense. Some numbers that really are interesting if you look at them, and they're interesting ones. Southern Oregon, defensive field goal percentage is at 49%, Tech at 46%. That's both of them not great numbers. And so expect a high-scoring game tonight, despite Southern allowing just 72 points per bowl game. The big key for Tech, can they knock down the three-point shot? They shot it at a 42% clip on that road trip last week. They can continue that. That would bode very well. Our starters tonight, we'll have that momentarily, but for Tech, the same 5. Guerra, Jamison Guerra at 14.6 assists tonight. Cam Osborne, the 2 guard, at 12 points and 2 rebounds. Eric Fraser at the 3, 10 points and 5 boards per ball game. Keegan Shivers, 13.6 rebounds a night. Blake Jensen in the middle, 9 points and 5 rebounds per ball game. For Southern, their starters, the point guards, Elijah Jackson, 6'1" senior from Fallon, Nevada, 13 points and 3 rebounds. Gabe Reichel started the 2, 6'2" grad student from the University of Oregon, 8 points and a rebound tonight. They'll be joined by Mason Whitaker, 6'5" senior from Sparks, Nevada, 6 points and 4 rebounds a game. The 4 is Bryce Dyer, 6'5" sophomore from North Medford High, 10 points and 8 rebounds a night. Khalil Chapman gets to start in the middle, the 6'8" senior from Portland, 7 points and 5 rebounds per ball game. This, as we mentioned, the 252nd all-time meeting between Oregon Tech and Southern Oregon. They played every year since Oregon Tech opened back in 1947. Tech has won 10 of the last 17, and they hold an all-time series edge of 164 and 87. It's Military Appreciation Night. So many military folks here in attendance tonight. We thank you for your service, and thank you for coming out and rooting on whichever team that you are trying to have win tonight. We've got our call for the national anthem, so we will step aside for a final time. When we come back, we will have our tip-off. It is Oregon Tech in Southern Oregon, live on 92.5 KLAD.
Honoring us tonight with our national anthem, from the land of no slack, Oregon Air National Guard's 173rd Tactical Fighter Squadron. Please welcome Master Sergeant Cassandra Patterson.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' regular, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
What a great national anthem tonight by our 173rd Squadron member.
Amazing! It is rivalry week in the Cascade Collegiate Conference. Here tonight, say yes to adventure. Lithia, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram starting lineups. We begin with the visitors from Ashland, Oregon, the Raiders of Southern Oregon University. Starting at forward, a 6'8 senior from Portland, Oregon, number 1, Khalil Chapman. At guard, a 6'2 graduate student from Wilsonville, Oregon, number 2, Gabe Reichel. At guard, a 6'1 senior from Fallon, Nevada, number 5, Elijah Jackson. At guard, a 6'5 senior from Sparks, Nevada, number 10, Mason Whitaker. And at forward, a 6'5 sophomore from Medford, Oregon, 25, Bryce Dyer. The Raiders are coached by head coach Matt Zoso. He's assisted by Josh Meyer. Tonight marks our first Danny Miles Court sellout of the season. And here are tonight's three-time NAIA national champion, Hustlin' Al Lithia starting 5. Starting at guard, a 6' senior from Sherwood, Oregon, number 2, Jameson Guerra. At guard, a 6'1 graduate student, Vancouver, Washington, number 3, Cam Osborne. At guard, a 6'4 senior from the Rose City of Portland, Oregon, number 5, Eric Frazier. At guard, a 6'5 senior from Wilsonville, Oregon, 23, Keegan Shivers. And at forward, the 6'7 senior from the basketball mecca of Sherwood, Oregon, 31, Blake Jensen.
There's our starting five here tonight. Scott Allen, as he always does, with a great job with that. Our officials tonight, Jacob Lear, Larry Linebaugh, and Blake Jadel. Southern will be in black tops tonight. Red numerals trimmed in white. For Tech, back home for the first time in nearly a month. And for the Hustlin' Owls, they'll be in the home whites. Hustlin' Owls across the chest in navy, trimmed in gold. Again, as you heard from Scott Allen, it's Guerra, Osborne, Fraser, Shivers, Jensen for Tech. Chapman along with Reichel, Jackson, Whitaker, and Dyer for Southern. Tech with the tap, we're underway. It'll be Osborne near sideline. Lob a pass back to Guerra, then back to Osborne. Tries a long three. Came up empty. Rebound goes to the Raiders, but as they come up floor, Elijah Jackson gets his pocket pick by Eric Fraser, and Tech comes right back the other way. Near sideline, it's Shivers drives in. He loses control of it, and it's stolen away by Reichel as Reichel steps through traffic, gets to the baseline, lost it out of bounds, and give it right back to Tech. So an ugly first 30 seconds. Gabe Reichel, a high school teammate of Keegan Shivers and Dakota Reber and Logan Teebe at Wilsonville High. Turnovers to start this one. Far sideline outside the arc at Guerra, being guarded by Dyer. Head of the key, caught there by Shivers. They go inside, backing down. Jensen turns and finishes. Blake Jensen got the good entry pass that time by Keegan Shivers, and good to see Blake get started early. He had a rough go of it on the road trip to Eastern and College of Idaho. Chapman right at the high post, looking far corner. Reichel catches there, free throw line extended. He'll drive to the elbow, get underneath, spin a shot up with a left hand and good. The former Oregon Duck able to get to the basket. We're tied at 2. Quickly the other way, it's Osborne, tries to finish, and does, did the exact same thing. Just rushed up floor, got it to the basket, and got it to drop. 4-2 our score. Tech trying to push the tempo against this Raider team that plays very good defense. Mason Whitaker, far sideline. Chapman at 6'8", outside the arc, near corner. Out there by Reichel, they dump it inside. Chapman backs down against Blake Jensen. Trying to lob it back out. Reichel catches it, launches a long three, in and out, no good. Rebound tips around, it's gonna stay at this end. And again, offensive rebounds the key. We stressed it in the open. And Southern on their first chance gets one. It'll be Reichel to inbound. Whitaker, far sideline outside the arc. He'll drive Fraser to the basket, lost it for a moment. Fighting for it was Jensen underneath, and he's able to take it away. Stolen away by Tech. Somehow, Shivers just ripped it away from his team. Attacks his man, throws it to Fraser. Fraser, little buddy, misses it inside. It was soft touch that time, but couldn't get it to go. Down the near sideline, Reichel catches. Near corner, right back to Whitaker. They'll reverse it to Bryce Dyer to Jackson. Elijah Jackson, head of the key to Chapman. They're trying to post Dyer up inside, can't get it to him, so instead it's Reichel. He'll go right down baseline, attack Osborne, and score. Reichel has all 4 for Southern Oregon. We're tied at 4. 17:25 left here, first half. Inside they look, trying to find a pass to Jensen. He catches in traffic. Not sure how that pass got there, but Blake Jensen able to score. And it's 6-4 Tech. Looked like they were trying to get Fraser on an angled pass across the middle of the defense. Instead, it got all the way through to Jensen. He just turned, went up strong against Chapman, and finished. Whitaker to the free throw line. Bryce Dyer squares up there. Threw a pass right in the hands of Keegan Shivers. Stolen away by Tech. 4-on-4 fast break. Shivers waits for the trailer. It's Jamison Guerra. Guerra has it, the hash mark along the far sideline. They'll work off a Blake Jensen pick at the high post. Stop the dribble there for a moment, hesitate. Now body his way into traffic. His shot gets rejected inside by Chapman. And the rebound pulled down by Whitaker. Up floor to Jackson along the far sideline. Elijah Jackson in traffic. Goes up and under past Blake Jensen. Finishes in transition. 6-6 our score. Southern 3 of 4 from the field. Tech 3 of 6. As Keegan Shivers has it at the high post. Reichel with an overplay took away a jump shot opportunity, so instead they give it off to Guerra right in the center circle. He'll come right sideline to Osborne, now back between the circles, Shivers, and now Guerra's going to reset the offense with 10 to shoot. He'll work in the center of the floor. He'll step into a long-range 3 and knock it down. That has been the key to Jamison Guerra this season. He is hitting 50% of his triples and gives Tech the lead at 9-6. Near sideline, Dyer hands it right back to Reichel outside the arc. Chapman to Whitaker with 18 to shoot. His pass tipped by Shivers, stolen away by Osborne. Cam Osborne down the right sideline, stops at the elbow, waits for the trailer. It's Guerra. Tech leading 9-6 at the 15:45 mark. Shivers near angle. Looks for Fraser in the corner, waits for Jensen to pick him a screen. Instead, he'll try the baseline. Fraser at 27 against the Raiders last year. Get it to Guerra, goes inside, skip pass. Shivers outside, Osborne the three. Hard off the front iron, no. And the rebound to Reichel. Here comes Southern, Jackson down the near wing. Gets to the three-point line, then slows it down for a moment. He's got the matchup he wants against Shivers, but he didn't take advantage of it. He'll hand it off to Reichel, far sideline. Now Chapman trying to find Dyer inside. He's got space inside, turns and scores on the low block. Bryce Dyer with his first two. Nice pass by Khalil Chapman that time for Southern Oregon. It's back to a one-point game at 9-8. 15 minutes left here, first half from Danny Miles Cool. Jamison Guerra, center circle, got his pocket nearly picked. Ball's on the floor and Southern finally comes away with it. That doesn't happen often. Jackson took it from him in transition. Jackson from the near corner curls home a three, and Southern has their first lead. Started with the defense, and Jackson, after he got a return pass from Bryce Dyer, knocks home the triple, and it's 11-9. Guerra has it center circle, gives it right back to Jensen. He'll look to answer with a three, front iron no, and a defensive rebound to Southern Oregon. It went to Reichel as both teams set to sub at the next whistle. Their sideline, Elijah Jackson has it. The Raiders 5 of 6 from the floor. Reichel has it well outside the arc. Chapman right at the high post. Skip it right back to Reichel along the far sideline. Squares up on Keegan Shivers. Launches from three. Missed that one. The rebound goes to Guerra along the near side. Skip pass as they come up floor to Shivers. Shivers 25 feet from the basket. Reverses it right to the center of the floor. Guerra has it with a left-hand hippity-hop dribble. They give it to Fraser, a free throw line extended, far sideline, outside the arc. Keeps the dribble alive with the right hand. Steps back, thought about a three. Now try to drive in. Got it tied up, got it back, skips it to Guerra with 10 to shoot. Jamison tip pass to Shivers. He'll attack Dyer. Drives into the paint, spins, little runner, good. Nice patient drive that time from Keegan Shivers. His first two. We're tied at 11. We'll have a timeout at the next whistle. Near sideline is Reichel. Reverse it to the far side of the floor, Whitaker, and now Bryce Dyer well outside the arc. To Elijah Jackson. He looks to drive Guerra to the basket, tip it back to Whitaker, contested three. He is fouled, the shot does not go. It'll be 3 free throws when we come back. 13-17 left first half. We're tied at 11 on 92.5 KLAD.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
At Road Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Road means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
We'll have some free throws coming out of the break as Oregon Tech will use a little different substitution pattern here tonight. It's Jared Sucher in for the first time, as he is in along with Jackson Cooper and Jay Elmore. Joe Jahala, Gio Evanson on, as is Jack Kalumak for the Raiders. It's the first of 3 for Mason Whitaker, up and good. He was fouled by Eric Fraser on that long three-point attempt. Second one also good for Whitaker. He is perfect at the line this season, just 4 out of 4. Senior from Sparks, Nevada, Spanish Springs High. Raiders could take their largest lead of the night if he can hit the third, which he does. 14-11, Tech with the basketball. Tech gonna put 3 shooters on the floor. And Suture along with Elmore and Shivers. Far sideline at Suture. He looks to try to attack, throws it right to the top of the key. Caught there by Keegan Shivers. He attacks and floats one up with a right hand. Looked like it was gonna clank off the front iron and miss, and it hunked over the front iron and went through. 14-13 the score. Tech 6 of 11, Southern 5 of 7 from the field to start. Far sideline, it's Evanson, the redshirt freshman. Dyer, a sophomore, hands it right back to him. Evanson looks to attack, stopped by Suture, looking for a skip pass, no one's there. 9 to shoot, finally tips it to Dyer, far corner. Dyer gonna attack Suture to the basket, spin in the paint, got him in the air, spun up a shot, missed it, but got his own rebound and stuck it in. Bryce Dyer leads the league in offensive rebounds. They put it back home right there. 16-13 the score. Shivers tries an NBA 3 early in the shot clock and missed it. The rebound went to Whitaker. He leads the break down the center of the floor. They throw it to Joe Jahala, near corner to Evanson. Right back to Dyer, far sideline. First touch for Chalumak. Chalumak gonna drive in, throw up a wild shot, missed it. Rebound underneath to whom? It ends up going to Tech. It's Jared Suture that came away with it to Guerra. He'll drive all the way in, body up a shot. He went down hard, late whistle, and a foul. They're gonna call it on Jahala. That was as late of a whistle as I've seen. And free throws are gonna come for Tech. It'll be Jamison Guerra, who has had a struggle at the line over the last 3 ball games. In fact, Guerra's free throw percentage down to 65%. He was just 2 out of 8 in the Eastern Oregon CMI trip from the line. And his first one showed no ill effects of that. Right down the middle. Southern to their bench, their 3-point specialist, Jacob Axmaker. Onto the floor, the junior from State and transfer from Lane College. One more for Guerra, and that one good. And also in for Southern comes Liam Clark. Liam Clark, a transfer from Western Washington University. They've got 3 Division I transfers: Western Washington, Alaska Anchorage, and Oregon. Lead is 1 for the Raiders. Working against zone this time. Free throw line out. Gio Evanson drives in. He's double teamed. They'll skip it outside the arc. Caught there by Jaluma. Now it's Evanson. Puts a hand on the floor with 1 dribble. Throw it back to the hands of Evanson. Evanson steps back, far corner. Jahala with 4 to shoot. Now it's Evanson with 3. He'll just hoist one to the heavens and miss it. Rebound goes to Guerra. Tech could regain the lead as they lob one inside. Cooper running the floor, finish. Jackson Cooper in transition. Got a great feed from Jamison Guerra. Tech on top, 17-16. 4 in a row for the good guys. Near sideline, it's Evanson. Tech extending that defense out. They go to the free throw line, caught by Clark. Entry pass, caught on the block by Jahala, and he scores. And that's the one thing you can do against the zone. Get it to the free throw line, and a lot of times money can be made there, and that's what happened to Southern. Tech trails by a point. Suture has it near side, catches near wing. Lobs it on the baseline. Shivers down low, and a turnover on Tech. Shivers tried to turn and turned it over. Tech gonna make a little substitution. Blake Jensen back in. Eric Fraser back in. Guerra stays, along with Elmore and Cooper. Think about Jackson Cooper this season, 12 points and 7 rebounds a game. He scored in double figures in 3 straight, 6 of the first 8. Raiders with a 1-point lead in the basketball. Near sideline, it's Jahala. Liam Clark now catches right at the top of the key. Now Evanson along the right sideline. We'll swing it right back to Jahala, near corner to Chalumak. Chalumak drives into the paint, lobs it back outside. Evanson with 9 to shoot. Southern being patient. Skip pass back to Chalumak. He'll try one in the corner from 3. It's no good. Rebound to Jackson Cooper. Cooper leads the break at 6'8". Cooper gets to the three-point line, keeps the dribble alive, and then lost it for a moment, but kept it going. He'll no-look past Fraser from the corner, put up a three. A whistle away from the ball called, and I think it's on Southern. They'll call the blocking foul on Evans. Tackle inbound underneath the basket. Tech 7 of 13 from the field, as is Southern. Guerra takes the inbound pass up top. Being guarded by Evanson, much bigger player. As he'll turn the corner, goes inside Jensen, and as he goes up, got hacked. Great cut that time by Blake Jensen on the backside. As driving in was Guerra, and he saw that and drew the foul on Chalumak. So Chalumak to foul, Jensen to the line. Blake Jensen for the season, 59% at the stripe. First of two is good. Back in comes Jackson. He'll replace Axmaker. Also back in is Reichel, sitting down as Jahala. Blake Jensen, 9 points, 5 rebounds a night for the senior. Trying to get to 400 rebounds for his career tonight. Is the second one no good. We are tied at 18. Our sideline, it's Kluma. Drives Fraser to the baseline, gets stopped inside to Clark. He lost the basketball. Getting in front of it was Blake Jensen at the other end. Jensen gets the return pass from Jamison. Guerin scores in transition. Started with the quick hands for Blake Jensen, and Tech leads 20-18. 9:10 left before halftime. Reichel, who had a couple early baskets, attacks Fraser. Lost control of it, but tipped it to Clark. Down near sideline. Reichel looked like he took 18 steps and didn't call it. Flipped it to Evanson, and he scores. We're tied at 20. That was continuation and then some. Inside Fraser, all by himself. Jackson Cooper somehow found him through traffic and knifed a pass from the head of the key and got Fraser's first two, and Tech back on top by a pair. 22-20. Far sideline, it's Evanson. He drives into the paint, skip pass to Jackson. He'll pull from three. No good. Long rebound, weak side goes to Jay Elmore. Floors Jamison Guerra. Splits a double team, keeps the dribble going though. Gives it out to Cooper. Now Elmore between the circles. Throw it back to Fraser, head of the key. Right back to Elmore. Fakes on a three, steps into an 18-foot jump shot, and that one's in. Jay Elmore with the J. In fact, Jay came into the night was better from 3 than 2 this season. That'll improve that mark. Tech with a 4-point lead, 24-20. 8 minutes left before halftime. Klumak has it to Evanson right at the foul line. Tech has gone back to man defense. Now Jackson swings it near sideline, nearly stolen by Tech. Is driving into the basket, unable to finish down there. Was Reichel, and a hard rebound that time by Jackson Cooper, but as he came up floor, lost control of it, and the Raiders have numbers. Skip pass in transition. The three won't go for Southern, but they get an offensive rebound. Right back inside, Klumak there to score. As Liam Clark was able to get the offensive rebound and whip a pass right back as Jackson Cooper came up last time. Lost control of the dribble. Jackson had it. Quickly got it to Evanson. He tried a three, missed. Clark got the rebound and then threw it right back inside for the putback. 24-22 as Jamison Guerra knifes through a double team. Looked like he traveled. They didn't call it. Shot clock trimmed to 10 as Guerra knifes into the paint. Goes it back to Fraser near wing. He'll launch a long two. It's no good. Offensive rebound to Guerra outside for an Elmore three. That's short. Long rebound to Tech. Fresh 20 this time. As Guerra steps through, drives all the way in, and he gets rejected out of bounds by Liam Clark. And we got a timeout on the floor. It's been a great first half so far for both these teams. 6:53 left of the period. 24-22 Tech leads. We're back after this on 92.5 KLED.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Coming out of the timeout, Tech will bring their starters back on the floor. Southern Oregon looks like they'll counter with 4 of their 5 starters, including Dyer and Chapman. Tech's basketball off the inbound pass. Eric Fraser cut one way, then came right back at the return pass from Jamison Guerra and scores. Guerra with 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 5 points tonight. The lead is 4 as Chapman catches near corner for Southern Oregon. Evanson at the high post. He'll attack, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Tech. It's going to go on Keegan Shivers. It'll be the first on Shivers, just the second on Tech tonight. And Evanson going to sit down. Back in for Southern comes Mason Whitaker, so they now have their starting 5. Chapman and Reichel, Jackson, Whitaker, and Dyer. Great crowd here tonight as well. Tech leads the NAI in attendance. Nearly 1,500 tonight. We're right there tonight for sure. Whitaker has it far sideline. Jackson at the high post, looks to attack. Throw it back out for a Mason Whitaker 3. No good. Rebound attack. It goes in the hands of Keegan Shivers. Shivers stops, waits for the trailer. That's Guerra. Jamison Guerra eyeballing Jackson. Stop the dribble, goes to the free throw line. Caught there by Jensen, then tips it back outside the arc to Osborne. Osborne right through the middle, floats one up, got hit on his way up. And Cam's going to go to the line. Bryce Dyer will pick up the contact. It'll be his first foul, the 4th on Southern Oregon with 6:01 left before halftime, and Tech leading 26-22. Women fell tonight 65-58. They had a 19-point second quarter lead. Could not hold it as Southern Oregon ended the game on an 11-0 run. As Osborne hit the first. Tech 11 of 20 from the field, 55%. Southern 9 of 19 at 47%. Second one for Cam Osborne. Made that one. Osborne last weekend on that road trip was a perfect 8 of 8 from the line. Tech has their largest lead at 6. 28-22 at the 6-minute mark. Near sideline, it's Elijah Jackson outside the arc. Head of the key, off a ball screen works Mason Whitaker. Tips it far side to Dyer. Reverse it back near corner. Caught down there by Reichel. Drives Osborne to the baseline, gets stopped there. Skips it back to Whitaker in the corner. His 3 is up and good. Nice job with body control by Reichel to be able to not go out of bounds and throw the baseline drift pass to Whitaker, who knocked home the long ball. 3-point game. As Guerra nips into the paint. Tips it back into the hands of Shivers. No look pass to Blake Jensen inside. He turns, goes underneath and scores. Good feed by Shivers, his 3rd assist. Blake Jensen has 9, that leads everybody. Near wing outside the arc is Reichel. They'll reverse it to Dyer. Whitaker. Reichel now near sideline is Jackson. Inside Chapman catches, backs his way in, working against Jensen. Bodies his way to the cup, missed a turnaround jump hook, but you heard the whistle and a foul's called. I believe it'll be on Blake Jensen. And for Blake Jensen, it will be his first. It'll be a 2-shot opportunity for Portland's Khalil Chapman. He had 13 last year in Ashland in Tech's overtime win. And his free throw rattles around, used every bit of the rim and fell through. First time tonight we see Dakota Reber. As Reber checks in, and he will get Guerra for the first time tonight. 30-26. Chapman 85% at the line and hits the second. And he makes it, and he'll sit down as Liam Clark returns for the Raiders. Southern 5 of 5 from the line tonight. They're a 75% free throw shooting team. Tech is at 5 of 6. But Reber, his first touch of the night, tries to go baseline, drives in, forced up a shot, and it went. Instant offense for the transfer from Wilsonville. 32-27, 4:35 left before halftime. Whitaker to the high post. Liam Clark catches it there. Swings it back to the hands of Elijah Jackson. Jackson, one dribble to the left hand, give it right back to Whitaker. He'll turn the corner, get to the foul line, throw it out to Clark. He'll attack the middle of the paint. Throw a pass inside. Dyer's down there. The basket's good, but what's the call? They're going to call an offensive foul on the drive by Liam Clark. And a turnover for Southern Oregon. As Jackson Cooper set to come back for Tech. With it being just a one-off game, Tech has been a little bit softer in terms of substitution patterns, letting guys play a little bit longer than normal. It's Cam Osborne at the 1, walks it up floor. Looking left for Shivers, it's not there. Finally, Shivers pops out, takes it at the high post. Pass to Cooper near wing. He looks to attack, drives in on Clark, spins him to the basket, turns with a little right-hand bunny hook, and dropped it home. Oh, Jackson Cooper, the sophomore, against the fifth-year grad student inside. And Liam Clark, and Tech has a 7-point lead. Jackson to the head of the key, and Clark skip it to the far corner. Caught out there by Reichel. High arcing three is home. The triple by Reichel. Third made three of the night for Southern. They're 3 of 10 from distance. It's a 4-point lead for Tech. Dakota Reber near sideline. Splits a double team with a between the legs dribble. Swings it back to the hands of Shivers, trying to find Osborne on the baseline. Camp saying, give me the ball. Works one-on-one, isolated against Whitaker. Bodies him to the basket, tips it to the corner. Fraser's all by himself. His three, no. Rebound tipped high in the air. And finally, Clark able to come away with it for Southern. Near sideline, it's Jackson. Faked on a three, tips it to Reichel along the far sideline. Reichel head and shoulder fake, step back. Dyer now catches into the hands of Whitaker. Whitaker with 15 to shoot, brings it back to the center of the floor. Now Liam Clark's going to drive all the way in, and a reach-in foul. Going to be called on Oregon Tech. It'll be a non-shooting foul as Dakota Reber gets the hands in there. First on Reber, fourth on the Owls. Southern going to go into their bench. Chapman and Jahala check in, so they're going to go bigger. Guerra back in. He will go get Fraser. And it should be 20 on the shot clock. They'll get it fixed. As the ball to be inbounded baseline. Goes into Whitaker near sideline, right in front of us. Whitaker turns the corner, drives into the paint, fakes, then tips it back out to Jahala. They'll skip it to the head of the key. Right there is Jackson. 10 to shoot. Right back to Jahala. Fakes on a three. Give it right back to Jackson. He launches from three and hits. And a timeout call by Matt Zozel as he hustles off the bench to use a full timeout. We'll take it with him. 2:37 left before halftime. 34-33. Tech leads. We're back after this.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from less.
Four other games around the league this week. Evergreen knocked off Northwest 85-79. LC State beat Walla Walla 70-59. Corbin defeated Bushnell 85-67. And today College of Idaho walloped Eastern Oregon 103-57. As Tech with the basketball, Southern has gone to zone. Keegan Shivers high post, throw it to the free throw line, caught there by Osborne. Swing it back to the hands of Shivers with 10 to shoot. Goes inside Cooper, back outside to Osborne. He'll attack the middle of the zone, drives in, floats one up, left it short. Rebound tipped around. Osborne has it for 10. Out to Shivers for a three. No, and the rebound to Southern Oregon. Near sideline, works Evanson. Fell to the floor on a drive, and a foul on Reber. You can tell what the crowd thought of the call. As Eric Fraser set to come back in, he will spell Reber. Southern with a little different look to their lineup right now. As Jahala has it at the high post. Raiders trying to take a lead. Our sideline, Jackson tips it back to the hands of Whitaker. Shot clock trimmed down to 10. Mason Whitaker, now Evans. Right back to Whitaker. He'll split the double team. Goes inside Jahala, missed a dunk. Rebound attack. Up floor comes Guerra. The trailer Shivers. He'll try another long three. This time it's good. Shivers in transition, the long three, his first of the night as he tries to inch towards Bob Townsend's all-time record. Lead is 4 for Tech. Jahala, Chapman now far sideline. It's Evanson. 1:15 left before halftime. He'll swing it near sideline, caught there by Whitaker. Throw it back into the near corner. Chapman has it there. Goes to the head of the key. Whitaker now with 8 to shoot. Bounce pass far sideline. Evanson inside Chapman. Backing down Shivers with 4 to shoot. Steps through, lost it. It was inside Jahala at the horn. Scores. Right as the shot clock expired. 37-35. Shivers comes up. Quick trigger on a 3. Trying to get a 2 for 1. And gets hammered by Chapman. And Keegan Shivers is going to get free throws for Tech with 49 seconds left in the half. So an opportunity for Shiv to try to add to a 37-35 lead. Shivers over 1,300 points in his career. And his free throw is up and good. Give him 8 on the night. And Matt Zozel asking whether or not they're going to have a substitute. I think the problem is that you got to wait for another free throw to be shot before the new subs can come on. They were already sending people off the floor. Shivers with his second. That one no good. One more going to come. So off for Tech is Osborne and Cooper. On for Tech is Jensen and Elmore. And Southern has brought Clark in, and he's replaced Evanson as the third one up and good. 39-35, 9 on the night for Keegan Shivers as Chapman tries to get a 2 for 1. Drives all the way in, spins the shot up, missed it, and the rebound to Keegan Shivers. And as they come up floor, a whistle. And another foul, this one on Elijah Jackson. And we'll walk the other end because Southern now over the limit. So Jackson will pick up the foul with 37 seconds left in the half. And it'll be Jamison Guerra to the line in the bonus. Guerra tonight, 5 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And his free throw, no good. Offensive rebound by Shivers, but he can't convert. Clark the rebound. Tech missing another front end of a 1-on-1. 2-second differential between game clock and shot clock. 39-35, Tech has the lead. Southern will have Whitaker sit right in the eye out on the owl at center court. Shot clock down to 10. Game clock now at 10. Whitaker will work off a Clark pick. He'll attack Jamison Guerra. Gets stopped with 1 on the clock. He'll hoist up a shot and he threw up an air ball. Tech will get it inbounded. And they'll throw a baseball pass. Elmore from half court at the horn. And we will go to halftime at 39-35. Good first half for both of these teams. And Tech has the lead going to the locker room. Your score at halftime. Oregon Tech 39. Southern Oregon 35. Our halftime report, that comes up next right here on the home of the Hustlin' Owls, 92.5 KLAD.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
At Road Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Road means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Back here at halftime from Danny Miles Court, Oregon Tech leads Southern Oregon at the break 39-35. Joy Lees, women's coach, stops by. Tough loss for the Lady Owls tonight, led by as many as 19 in the first half. Had a 31-18 lead at halftime against the best scoring team in the Cascade Conference. But as you and I just mentioned off the air, you knew that Southern was going to make a run. They're the best offensive, efficient team in the Cascade Conference. They make 68% of their field goals in the second half. They closed the game on an 11-0 run and came away with that victory.
Yeah, and you know, they're a top 10 team in the country, and they finish games, and that's what we didn't do. We almost got caught up in looking at the scoreboard and started playing not to lose. instead of playing to win.
And it's difficult to do that when that happens, but you look at that first half, and it showed that you can play with the best in the country. Limited Southern to just 27% shooting in that first half. Very balanced scoring, but in the second half, turnovers and just shooting the basketball at a 30% clip isn't going to win many games.
No, it's not, and that's really what it came down to. They got to the free throw line, we didn't, and that when you look at the stat line, and we got 20 more shots up than they did, but like I said, they're so efficient offensively that that's tough to beat, and we had some letdowns that are it's tough to live with, but we're going to come out swinging next week.
And next week you head to the Valley for games on Friday night against Bushnell, Saturday afternoon against Corbin. That Bushnell, a huge game. They're one of 3 teams unbeaten in the conference standings at 3-0 after a hard-fought win yesterday at Corbin. And you know that every time you face Chad Metter's team, they're going to be a tough one. And the fact that they've got Libby Mathis in the middle, biggest post in the league. They got a couple guards, and it's going to be a dogfight.
Always, it always is. And they have a kid, Aiden Krupke, who has much improved and kind of leads their team. And it's going to be a tough one next weekend. So the big question is, how are we going to respond to this? And I think knowing our players and knowing their mentality, that we're going to come out with a little chip on our shoulder, a little pissed off at the way this one ended, and hopefully take it out on Bushnell.
That sounds like a good plan to me. Joy, thanks for stopping by here at halftime. We'll see you on the bus heading to Eugene on Thursday. Time to start a new win streak.
All right, thanks.
That's the head coach of the Lady Owls, Joy Lee, says Oregon Tech men have a 39-35 lead at the break. Lady Owls with a tough loss today, 65-58 against Southern Oregon. When we come back, we'll look at, again, one other game around the league today, and we'll look at the first half numbers. All that's next right here on the home of the Hustlin' Owls, 92.5 KLAD.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. And our family wants to do all we can to help your family. So we're making it easier to get pizza made from scratch that you bake at home by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can. So you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
(39-35) Tech has the lead as we get set for the second half here from Danny Miles Court on a Saturday night. Be reminded, we'll join you next weekend from the Valley. We're talking about it with head coach Joy Lease for the Lady Owls. Friday night, it is Bushnell in Eugene. Saturday afternoon, it is Corbin in Salem. Again, for the men's games, right here on 92.5 KLAD, 7:30. Our tip-off on the road at Bushnell on Friday night. 5 o'clock, the tip-off next Saturday to close out the 2024 portion of the Oregon Tech men's basketball schedule. And then after that, we'll finally be back. It'll be right after New Year's. It'll be on the 3rd of January, as it will be it'll be Northwest that comes into town. And that night, it is our Rogue Night. It is our $1 popcorn night. So you want to get your fill of popcorn, that's the night to come. Again, $1 popcorn wall supplies last that night here. That is Friday, January 3rd, as Northwest comes to town to start 2025. Looking at the first half numbers in this one. For Oregon Tech, they shoot 54% from the field, 15 of 28. They were 2 of 10 from outside the arc, made 7 of 10 from the line. Southern an even 50% from the field, 13 out of 26. The Raiders 7 out of 13 from three-point range and made all 5 of their free throws. Oregon Tech a 15-13 edge on the glass. Tech turned it over 4 times. They forced 7 turnovers in that opening half. Tech led by 9 each from Keegan Shivers and Blake Jensen. Shivers led Tech with 5 rebounds. Got 5 from Jamison Guerra to go along with 4 rebounds and 4 assists. 4 each for Jackson Cooper, Cam Osborne, and Eric Fraser, and 2s for Dakota Reber and for Jay Elmore. Southern Oregon's 35 looked like this. Elijah Jackson paced the way with 8. 7 for Gabe Reichel to go along with 3 rebounds. 6 points for Mason Whitaker. They got 4 from Joe Jahala, and then 2s from Chapman, for Jack Klumak, and for Gio Evanson for their 50% shooting night. Again, Oregon Tech 39, Southern Oregon 35 going into halftime. Again, we talked about one other game around the league today. That was College of Idaho dominating Eastern Oregon, 103-57, as C of I held Eastern to 4 of 27 shooting from outside the arc. And all the while, the Yotes ended up making 14 out of 28 from three-point line, from outside the three-point line. Kind of flipped the script of what they did against Tech on Saturday night, when T kind of kept C of I in check from outside the arc, and Tech was able to knock home 11 threes in that road loss Saturday in Caldwell. We'll see College of Idaho towards the end of January when they make the return visit here to the Basin. Again, conference schedule comes back next Friday and Saturday. Then it'll be the Christmas, New Year's break, and then the conference schedule in earnest the whole rest of January and February, with the top 8 teams, the conference standings, playing in the Cascade Conference Championships. That'll do it for our halftime report. Tech leads by a score of 39-35 at the break. The second half is next on 92.5 KLAD. Getting set for the second half here from Danny Miles Gord. Looks like Southern Oregon will come out and have the same starting five as they did in the first half. Chapman and Reichel, Jackson, Whitaker, and Dyer. Tech will have Guerra and Osborne, Fraser, Shivers, and Jensen. Last year, both meetings between these two teams were tight, including an overtime thriller over in Ashland. As will be the Raiders to have the first possession of the second half. As it'll be Whitaker to work it against man pressure put on by Eric Fraser. Advance it to the high post. A little Chapman catches there, then lob it back to Whitaker at the left angle. They'll swing it to Dyer, throw far sideline. Reichel curls off a pick, now launches a high arcing three and drained it right in the face of Keegan Shivers. Gabe Reichel with his second made three. He's to double figures with 10. And it's a 1-point lead for Oregon Tech. Shivers to Guerra in the center circle. Left-hand dribble off a screen and driving into the paint, then tip it back out to the corner and Shivers. Now Cam Osborne. Osborne attacks to the basket, spins it up, missed it. Offensive rebound by Fraser. Did not hit rim, 5 to shoot. Right back to Fraser, he'll try the three. That's one hard off the iron, no good. And the rebound into the hands of Southern Oregon's Bryce Dyer. Tech, I don't think, realized it didn't hit the rim. So it was a quick shot that time by Fraser. Out of the key is Chapman. Trying to post up Dyer as he backs his way in, working against Blake Jensen. Left-hand power dribble, gets to the baseline, gets underneath, and gives Southern Oregon the lead. Khalil Chapman with a nice move. And the Raiders with the first 5 here in the second half. Far sideline, Cam Osborne has it outside the arc. Guerra between the rings with a left-hand dribble, working one-on-one against his number counterpart in Gabe Reichel. He'll attack Reichel to the basket, throw it to Osborne to the corner. Now Fraser, head of the key, three, front iron, back iron, and out. And a rebound foul is going to be called in Southern. They're going to say that Chapman hooked Blake Jensen underneath the basket. And for Chapman, his second. He and Dakota Reber, the only 2 players with multiple fouls in the ballgame. Eric Fraser is 0 of 4 from outside the arc. Osborne to inbound and gets it into the hands of Shivers at the high post. Trying to post up Osborne inside and couldn't, so they'll hand it back off to Guerra with 13 to shoot. Guerra's going to attack, throw it back out to Fraser again. He'll come down the near sideline to Osborne with 8. Cam Osborne, he'll just square into a jump shot. It's a 3 in the corner and it's home. I couldn't see whether or not it was a 2 or a 3, but Tech back on top. Cam Osborne with the 21-footer from the far corner. 42-40 Tech. Chapman at the high post. Catches there with the ball high above his head. Give it right back to Reichel outside the arc. Whitaker goes into the block. Caught down there by Chapman. Skip pass to Jackson. Now Reichel again for 3. Missed this one. Chapman, the offensive rebound, steps through and scores. A little Chapman with the putback. As Tech tries to come right back the other way. They get it to Blake Jensen with a baseball pass from Guerra. And Blake Jensen to double figures. As he scores right there, 11 for him. 44-42 as we trade baskets. Elijah Jackson at the hash mark far sideline. Chapman at the high post, trying to work off a screen set by Dyer, couldn't. So instead it's Reichel near wing. He'll step into another long 3. This one no good. Rebound Guerra. Tech will run. Guerra up the middle of the floor. Waits for the trailer. It's Cam Osborne. Cam right through the middle of the lane for a 2-hand jam. Crowd finally getting into it. 46-42 Tech. Cam with a 2-hand flush through traffic. Inside, Dyer catches on the low block. Spins underneath, up the nice pass inside and score. Nice feed by Chapman. 46-44 the score. Back to a 2-point lead for the Hustling Owls. 16:30 left in the ball game on a Saturday night in the Basin. Our sideline, it's Guerra. He attacks Jackson. Throws it back outside the arc. Shivers goes right back into Blake Jensen, and he gets hammered. Free throws coming for Big Blake. Reichel will pick up the harm. It'll be his first foul. Second of the half on Southern Oregon. Raiders will bring in Evanson and Jahala after the first of 2 from Blake Jensen. 11 points for him tonight. The free throw by Blake is up and home. So off for the Raiders will come Reichel and Chapman. In comes Jahala, the kid from West Lynn. Stands at 6'8", lefty. And the redshirt freshman as well. As the second free throw, no good. Fighting for the rebound for Tech was Eric Fraser, but couldn't collect it. 47-44 the score. Evanson from Ridgefield, Washington. Outside to Jahala. Tries to attack the baseline, tips it back to Dyer at the high post. Now it's Jackson well outside the arc. Squares up against Jamison Guerra, now steps back for a long three. It's no good. Dyer tried to get the offensive rebound. He did. He puts it back up strong. Miss, but a third chance on the weak side, tipped in by Whitaker. At the other end, Fraser goes up hard. And he's fouled. As Tech tried to rush it up floor. So the foul is called at the other end. It'll go against Jahala. After Tech tried to run the lanes and get it up there. 47-46, the free throw for Eric Fraser is good. Fraser has 5. Jensen leads Tech, he's got 12. The Owls making 53% of their field goals, but just 23% from three-lane. Fraser got both. 49-46. Under the 16-minute mark as Mason Whitaker throws back to Elijah Jackson near side. Tech being very active defensively, switching all screens. Dyer right back to Jackson. This time he's working against Osborne. They go inside to Dyer, caught there on the low block, trying to body his way. Instead he tips it outside to Jackson with 9 to shoot. Elijah Jackson tips it to an open Bryce Dyer for 3. No good. Jensen the rebound for Tech. Here comes Guerra right up the middle of the floor. Hippity hops his dribble as he throws it back to Shivers to the near wing. Tech will set the offense with 20 to shoot. Shivers off a high ball screen near sideline. He'll work against Jahala. He'll take him right to the basket. No look pass inside to Blake Jensen for 2 more. Jensen went up strong against Jahala and finished, give him 14. The lead is 5 for Tech. 51-46. Whitaker to Jahala, far sideline. Right back to Dyer near corner, caught down there by Evanson. He drives through traffic. It's going to be a blocking foul on Eric Fraser as he was driving into the paint. So foul on Fraser will be his second. Looks like Southern going to do some substituting. Clark in, Chapman in, Evanson stays in, as is Dyer. Looks like Chalumek in as well. Inbound pass will be lobbed to Chapman at the high post. Throws it right back to Jack Klumak. Inside Chapman, got it stripped. Guerra trying to come out of the pack, and he gets destroyed by a Raider. I think it's going to be Klumak that's going to pick up the foul, and that is the call. Jackson Cooper going to come in for Tech now. As is Jared Sucher. A little different unit. Guerra, Osborne, Sucher, Jensen, and Cooper. The 5-point lead, largest tonight, has been 7. Looks like Southern going to go to zone. Maybe because they took out a couple shooters. Sucher near sideline. Bounce pass inside Cooper, outside of Guerra. He'll attack, finds Sucher. He'll attack the baseline, body his way up, and then a whistle. They're going to call Such for travel. Not sure what he did wrong there. Didn't look like he was moving his feet. Dribble was still going. Bounce to pass out to Guerra, and I can see Jameson Guerra just shaking his head. The near side official going, what did he do? But it's a turnover, the 5th for Tech tonight. Southern trailing by 5 with the basketball, nearing the under 14 timeout. Off a screen near sideline, it's Bryce Dyer, gets stopped there by Sucher. So they go inside, Chapman. Chapman right back to Dyer, head of the key to Klumak. He'll drive in, throw a high arcing shot, and somehow that one fell. Jack Klumak with the basket. He's got 4 off the bench, 51-48 the score. Guerra across the timeline. Southern in man this time up floor. Guerra sits center circle. He'll reverse it to the near sideline and wait for Jensen to set him a pick. Working against Evanson, throw it back to the near corner. Cooper's there. Jackson Cooper drives in, bodies his way to the basket, turns, shoots, scores! Jackson Cooper just did that all by himself. Used his length to get himself some space and then turned and floated home the 10-footer. 6 for Coop off the bench tonight. The lead is 5. Klumak near sideline. Liam Clark outside the arc. Caught there. Driving in is Dyer. Lob it right to the head of the cleat. Clark again. 13 to shoot. Klumak looking inside, trying to get it to Chapman. He's being denied by Jensen. Instead, it's Klumak driving in. Looked like he took steps. Justin Parnell can't believe it, but they're going to call the foul on Cam Osborne. And we've got ourselves a timeout on the floor. Justin Parnell beside himself on that call. Timeout on the floor with 13:01 left in the ball game. We'll break with a score, Oregon Tech 53, Southern Oregon 48. Back after this on 92.5 KLAD.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. And our family wants to do all we can to help your family. So we're making it easier to get pizza made from scratch that you bake at home by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can. So you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together.
Win your share of $54,000 in cash and prizes at Clomoya. Win up to $500 cash during our 12 Days of Christmas drawings. Win these beautiful prizes at our Deck the Bed Sunday kiosk, Mrs. Claus Christmas Eve hot seats, and you could win up to $250 in free play. Earn 50 points and receive various prizes at our Christmas gift kiosk. Win up to $1,000 cash at our New Year's Eve Starry Night hot seats. Only at Clomoya Casino in Chiloquin, where winning comes naturally.
As we come out of the timeout, both teams making substitutions. Reichel along with Jackson back in for Southern, and in for Tech is Jay Elmore. Southern to inbound underneath their own bucket. They look to the lob. They go inside. Liam Clark's down there. Missed a bunny. And the rebound to Blake Jensen. Tech's going to run. Cam Osborne to the corner. Jared Suture from there. The three, heel the rim and off. And a rebound to Chapman. Oh, that would have been a great basket for the redshirt freshman. As up floor comes Jackson. Hands it off. Back to Chapman. Now far sideline to Clark. Well outside the arc. Drives Jackson Cooper in. Bodies his way into traffic. Throw up a right-hand floater. Back iron and then through. Basket inside for Liam Clark. His first points to go along with 4 rebounds. And the lead back down to 3 at 53-50. Jay Elmore far sideline. Cooper catches middle of the floor to the redshirt freshman and Suture. Suture drives baseline. Bounce pass inside. Jensen's first miss of the night. He's going to follow his own shot, keep it alive. Outside to Elmore, and he gets stripped. Stolen away by Whitaker to Jackson. Turnover number 6 for Tech on the night. Head of the key, Chapman has it there, waiting for Whitaker. He'll curl off a pick at the high post. Back his way to the free throw line, then dump it back outside the arc to Reichel. He'll reverse it to Liam Clark along the far sideline. Now it's Elijah Jackson, launches a long 3, and it ties the game up. Third made triple of the night for Elijah Jackson, a guy who came into the night making just 26% of his three-point attempts. And Southern back even at 53 with 11.5 minutes to go. Jackson Cooper has it near sideline. Hands it to Osborne between the circles. 15 to shoot for Cam as he'll attack with the right hand. Go right to the basket and score. Timeout Oregon Tech. Cam Osborne with a finish. We'll take the timeout with 11:21 left in the ball game. Osborne's basket gives Tech the lead back at 55-53. We're back after this.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
.11:21 left in this one. Tech leads by a pair. They'll come out of the huddle with a different lineup. Guerra back in along with Fraser, along with Shivers as well. Staying out there is Cooper and Guerra. I should say Cooper and Elmore. This up floor works Jackson, and away from the ball, a whistle. And what's the call? They said that Jackson, as he was catching the pass, never established himself in play as he was running the baseline. So a turnover on Southern. They're ninth. I didn't see that one. Tech tries to capitalize. They've scored 6 off the 8 miscues so far. Cooper high post, hands it off. Guerra, he'll go right to the basket and score. Give and go that time for Oregon Tech. Nice pass that time by Jackson Cooper, and the lead back out to 4. 57-53. Near sideline, Reichel. No look pass inside, and they said it was tipped away by Fraser. Oregon Tech bench thought, hey, that might have been off of the visitor. Chapman will take the inbound pass. Backs his way in against Cooper, gets to the basket, missed the runner, and Fraser there for the rebound. Great defense that time by Jackson Cooper. Shivers the other one, gets to the three-point line and pulls it all the way back out to Guerra. Keegan might have tried a long three there, he didn't. Guerra with 19 to shoot, middle of the floor to Jackson Cooper at the high post. He'll hand it off to Shivers. Now he'll try the long three, way short, and a rebound pulled down by Reichel. He'll work the ball up floor. He'll stop at the three-point line. Contested three, heel the rim and off. No good. Both teams putting up shots early in the shot clock. Long pass up floor to Cooper near wing. Jackson Cooper against Chapman. There's double team. That means someone's open. It's Shivers. He'll go right through the middle of the paint, force up a right-hand runner in the traffic. That one up at home for Keegan Shivers. He's to double figures with 11. His first points of the second half. The lead back out for Oregon Tech at 59-53. Chapman to the free throw line and Liam Clark. Inside, give and go. Whitaker got there and he finished on a back pick. Nice pass by Liam Clark. Mason Whitaker, 10 points for him. His season high is 12. It was on this floor against Linfield in the Lithia Classic. 59-55. Near sideline goes Shivers. Asking for the basketball was Cooper. Instead, they'll clear it out. Reverse it back outside the arc to Elmore. Now Shivers again. Shivers hands it off. Fraser going to try a long one. Looks way off the heel of the rim. No. Cooper, the offensive rebound. He gets there and finishes. Jackson Cooper's got 8. Big offensive board. 61-55. 9 minutes left. Clark at the high post for Southern. To Elijah Jackson. Now it's Whitaker. Whitaker going to step back for 3, and he got it. Timeout, Southern Oregon. Whitaker playing to the crowd as the Raiders use a timeout. 8:48 left. 61-58 Tech back after this.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
Raiders will have a different look as they come out of the break. Jack Kalumic, Joe Juhala, Bryce Dyer all check in. Tech will walk it up floor. And it looks like Raiders will go into zone, trailing by 3. It's Guerra along the far sideline. Swing it to Shivers well outside the arc. They dump it inside, trying to go on the block. Down low, caught by Fraser, goes down hard underneath. And Fraser taking his time to get up. Hope that he's okay. The foul is called on Klumak. It'll be his third. Fraser going to take his time as he went down hard. There's a low blow that decked Fraser. Tech will have 20 to shoot. They'll kind of give him a little bit of time while they clean up the moisture underneath the basket. Some gamesmanship for both teams. It'll be Osborne to inbound. He'll lob it to the top of the key, and Jamison Guerra. Guerra works off a pick set by Jackson Cooper, working against the zone. Off a screen, curls Shivers, now inside to Cooper with 9 to shoot. Cooper, skip pass, far corner, caught there by Osborne. He'll launch from 3, no good. Rebound, Jahala fights for the rebound and gets it for Southern Oregon. 3-point game, Southern with the basketball. Mason Whitaker has a season-high 13. He's hit a couple big shots here in the second half. Jahala steps out, catches beyond the arc. Dribbles twice with the right hand, throws it back outside the arc. It's Whitaker again. He gets to the foul line, stopped by Fraser. Now Dyer with 8 to shoot. Bryce Dyer hands it off to Klumak with 4. Klumak lowers his shoulder, drives in, threw up a shot, no, and the rebound attack. It went to Keegan Shivers. Long pass up floor to Eric Fraser. Leaves it for the trailer, Jackson Cooper. 63-58, great extra pass by Eric Fraser to find Coop, who's in double figures for the 4th straight game. Jahala far sideline. Gets in the hands of Whitaker. Slow dribble to the paint, put up a shot, missed it, but Jahala's there for the offensive rebound. He missed it, and Tech gets the rebound. Up floor comes Guerra. Swing it to Osborne. He'll penetrate to the corner. Fraser, a 3 up. No. Long rebound, tips around, and Southern has it. Goes in the hands of Bryce Dyer. In transition, caught there by Jackson. Now swing the basketball near corner to Klumak. To the key, Jahala. Hand it right back to Whitaker. Free throw line, it's Dyer. And the timeout at the next whistle. Bryce Dyer back outside the arc to Whitaker. Staring into the eyes of Cam Osborne as he backs him down. Ports up a wild shot, no good. Rebound where? It's going to go to Tech. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 6:37 to go. Tech 63, Southern 58. Back in a minute.
Grab me 1, 2.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Tech shooting 53%, Southern at 48, but Tech just 3 of 18 from outside the arc, including 0 of 6 from distance from Eric Fraser. But on the flip side, Blake Jensen and Jackson Cooper have combined for 24 points on 11 of 12 shooting. And Blake Jensen will return for Tech. as they'll bring their starting 5 back on the floor. Southern Oregon brings Reichel back in. Evanson as well. Tech basketball leading by 5 as it's Guerra far sideline, drives Evanson to the baseline, swings it to Osborne in the corner. His 3 is good. Cam Osborne's got 14. Guerra with his 6th assist, and Tech has their largest lead of the night at 8 at the 6:10 mark. Evanson far side, drives into the paint, throws it to Clark at the high post, splits into the paint, knocked a player down, but Guerra came away with the basketball. The steal for Guerra. Jamison down the near sideline, waits for the trailer, it's Osborne. And Tech will pull it back out inside of 6 minutes left in the ball game. Jamison Guerra gets the return pass for hash mark. He'll attack against Clark, get into the paint, look to the corner. Cam Osborne again, same spot, this time no good. Rebound tipped around, Guerra came out of the pack with it. I don't know how he did that. Amongst a pair of big bodies. Another offensive rebound for Tech as the shot clock at 7. Guerra at the high post. He'll spin behind, let's control the basketball when it's turned over. Here comes Evanson, trailer, it's Reichel for 3. No, it's an air ball. Southern trying to keep it alive and can't. Chapman and Jackson both in for the Raiders. Clark gonna sit down. And don't see who the other that is gonna go to the bench. It'll be Kalumic. And Jackson Cooper on for Tech. He's gonna spell Keegan Shivers for a minute. Tech with 4 in double figures, Osborne and Jensen each with 14. Whitaker has 13 to lead the Raiders. 5:10 left in the game, and Tech will use a timeout. 5:09 left, 66-58 Tech. We're back here from Klamath Falls after this.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Every year, Oregon Tech enrolls our next generation of graduates in engineering, health sciences, technology, business, and more, with programs and degrees that keep our world moving. Now's your time at Oregon's only Polytechnic University, Oregon Tech.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Southern Oregon will bring their starting 5 back on the floor. Chapman, Reichel, Jackson, Whitaker, Dyer with 5:09 left. Guerra, Osborne, Fraser, Jensen, Cooper. The 5 for Tech. Tech will inbound at quarter court, right in front of us. Leading by 8, their largest of the night. Guerra works against the double team. He's got a mismatch. He's got Chapman on if he wants. They dump it inside to Blake Jensen. He turns in traffic and scores. 10-point lead as Blake Jensen got the feed inside from Jamison Guerra. 68-58, 4:50 left. Jackson near sideline. They'll give it off to Reichel off the screen. Now Bryce Dyer at the head of the key to Whitaker, who's been hot tonight. Right back to the hands of Reichel. He'll drive in, get stopped there by Jensen at the top of the key. Now they look to try to get it inside. Khalil Chapman can't get it, so Reichel's going to go right around the hard ball screen set and scores. Reichel to 12 tonight. That is his season high. Had 11 last time out against College of Idaho. 8-point lead, 4:20 to go. Near sideline, it's Guerra. Bounce pass inside to Jensen. They isolate him. Works against Chapman. There's a double team down low. Jensen nearly lost it. Guerra trying to keep it alive, and Tech gets a timeout. They said that Guerra got the timeout, and we'll take it with him. 4:11 left in an 8-point game. We're back after this.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Tech will have 11 on the shot clock coming out of the timeout as Guerra was falling out of bounds and was able to get to it. Inbound pass goes far sideline to Cam Osborne. Osborne with 7 to shoot. Now will Tech get to the baseline, launch, and he's fouled with 2 on the shot clock. It'll go on to Reichel, his second. And Cam Osborne to the line for Tech, as he is set to shoot a couple. Blake Jensen with 16. Osborne trying to equal that if he can hit a couple free throws. First one is up and home. Tech 11 of 15 tonight from the line. Southern Oregon yet to get to the line here in the second half. In fact, Tech has 4 fouls to give, as Osborne's second also good, 16 for him. Back to a 10-point lead with 4 minutes to go. Reichel up floor for the Raiders. Handed off to Dyer at the hash mark far sideline. Work off a Chapman pick. Now Elijah Jackson head of the key. He'll knife in, throw it back outside. Whitaker, who's been hot, tries a 3, missed it. Long rebound, pulled out by Jackson. Another chance for the Raiders. Elijah Jackson will drive in, throw up a wild shot as he got knocked all the way into his own bench. And the foul is called. He'll go to the line. They catch Jamison Guerra with a hit. It'll be his first. So a couple free throws coming for Elijah Jackson from Churchill County High in Fallon, Nevada. Very good sports program there at the 3A level in Nevada. It's Jackson to the stripe. 81% on the line. And the first of 2 is good. Shivers in for Tech. To the bench goes Jensen. Jackson with a free throw gives him 12 on the night, including 3 threes. Second one, also home. See if Southern starts to pick up pressure, and they will this time. Little backcourt pressure. Tech slowly going to try to get it across the timeline, and they do. 70-62. As Jamison Guerra off a ball screen at the high post, gives it to Shivers. 15 to shoot for the Owls. Jackson Cooper now catches at the high post, give it right back to Guerra. Shot clock down to 10, 3:20 to play. Guerra's going to try to body his way to the basket, gets underneath, somehow threaded the needle and scored. Kept the dribble alive, give him 9. Back to a 10-point game, 3:09 left in the ball game. Chapman near side to Jackson, skip it to the head of the key. Caught there by Reichel, now far corner to Whitaker. They'll reverse the basketball. Jackson with 15 to shoot. He'll launch a 3, and he got contact, and he's going to the line. Leaned into Guerra to draw the contact. Heady play that time by Elijah Jackson. Drew the foul on Guerra, just the 4th this half on Tech. And it's going to send Jackson to the line for 3, where he just made a pair. 72-62 Tech. Jackson's free throw is good. Guerra last time down floor just had the basketball in his hand for 15 seconds. He drove in. I think everybody thought he was going to try to kick. And he went down baseline and just kind of split a double team, little head and shoulder fake, and he was all alone for a layup. It's 9 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds for Guerra. Second one by Jackson is home. Raiders are perfect at the line, 9 of 9 tonight. 2:58 left, 72-64. Southern is over the limit, so Tech will shoot free throws the rest of the way. So he hits all 3, and a timeout called by Matt Zozel. 72-65 our score. Back here from Klamath Falls in 1 minute.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Protect. Raiders stay with Chapman and Reichel, Jackson, Whitaker, and Dyer. Looks like full court pressure this time for SOU. And Tech will get it inbounded in backcourt to Cam Osborne. They'll whip a pass and Tech will get it across the timeline. They'll find a runner. It was Fraser who was trying to get to it. It gets tipped away by Jackson. Instead of trying to run clock. It'll be Fraser to inbound on the baseline. Check, that'll be Osborne. And they have Jackson Cooper all the way in backcourt. And they said, all right, we'll have Coop in backcourt, try to bring it up. Coop gonna behind the back dribble, take him all the way to the basket, miss a shot, and the rebound of the Raiders. Go into the hands of Jackson. Up floor, Chapman. Outside, Reichel, a contested three. And the Raiders right back in it. 72-68. Raiders with 6 in a row, just like their women's team did. They scored the final 11 of the women's game tonight. Tech will have Guerra in the center circle, working against Gabe Reichel, the former Oregon Duck. Osborne shivers right back to Guerra, now 9 to shoot. Work off a ball screen at the high post. Jamison Guerra attacks, knifes through traffic, fades away, banks it home. Timeout Tech. Guerra to double figures with 11. 2:02 left in the ball game. 74-68 Tech. We're back after this.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. And our family wants to do all we can to help your family. So we're making it easier to get pizza made from scratch that you bake at home by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can. So you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
It'll go against Cooper. Tech still a foul to give. As Keegan Shivers set to come back in. He'll get Cooper. So Tech has their starting 5, so we're right back where we started. 4-point lead, 45 seconds left. It'll be Reichel to inbound near sideline. He'll get it into Mason Whitaker. Lob it to the free throw line, caught there by Dyer. Squaring up against Shivers. They throw it back outside the arc to Jackson. Far corner to Whitaker. Over Fraser, a 3 won't go, but an offensive rebound. Outside for a Reichel 3, it won't go. Another offensive rebound for the Raiders. 25 seconds left. Jackson has it, and a timeout call. Back-to-back Bryce Dyer offensive rebounds. Southern uses their final timeout. We're back after this. Tech leads by 4.
Every year, Oregon Tech enrolls our next generation of graduates in engineering, health sciences, technology, business, and more, with the highest median starting salary of any college or university in Oregon. Now's your time at Oregon Tech.
That is our final stop set of regulation. Jackson Cooper in to play defense for Tech instead of Keegan Shivers. Raiders stay with the same group. 24 seconds left, 15 to shoot in a 4-point ball game. As it'll be Whitaker to inbound along the far sideline. They look back pick. Ball lobbed in, tipped around. Guerra's got it for Tech, and he's fouled. Off the inbound pass, they lob to the middle, trying to get it to Jackson. And Jamison Guerra stepped in front of it and was able to get the steal. He gets fouled by Jackson in the bonus, so 1-on-1 opportunity at this end. What a great defensive stop that time for Tech. And now free throws the key. Guerra 2 of 3 at the line tonight. Missed the front end of a 1-and-1 in the first half. Free throw on the way, no good, not even close. Rebound goes in the hands of Whitaker down the near sideline. 15 seconds left. Whitaker, high post, finds Reichel. NBA three up, no good. Rebound tipped around and a whistle. We'll see what the call is. It's going to go against Fraser on the box out. Non-shooting foul with 11 seconds left. So the Raiders will have the basketball with 11 seconds left. Inbound pass into the hands of Whitaker. Step back three, it's good. With 8 seconds left, it's a 1-point game. Mason Whitaker the triple. And a time called by the Raiders. Tech.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place home. And then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
And up front, it'll be Elmore along with Osborne and Guerra. And you'd think you want to get the ball in Cam Osborne's hands. Tech to inbound, leading by a point. And a whistle. And somehow the clock started. And they thought what had happened was the ball got inbounded to Guerra and the clock started. I don't blame them. And now Justin Parnell will use a time. And that's a tough one. Because you see the ball inbounded, you think the clock should start. As they brought Guerra back in and they were going to throw a pass down floor. And so now Tech going to try it again. So timeout Oregon Tech. They're down to their last timeout. Southern Oregon without a timeout. 5 in double figures for the Hustlin' Owls. Osborne and Jensen each have 16 to lead the way. Southern Oregon has 16 each from Jackson and Whitaker. With 8 seconds remaining, 8 9/10 to be exact. If we do not go to overtime, the post-game show will follow us this evening. That'll come up next. As Oregon Tech trying to move to 6-3 on the season, trying to hand Southern Oregon their 3rd straight loss and their 4th loss in 5 games. And you would think if you're Southern, the guys you'd want to foul are probably Jensen and probably Guerra, believe it or not. It'll be Osborne that'll trigger the inbound now. Tech will get it in to Jamison Guerra, and as he races up floor, he's fouled. 7 seconds left, so about 2 seconds came off the clock. That was a quick whistle. The foul goes on Whitaker. And a 1-and-1 for Jamison Guerra. Just missed one way wide right. Southern without a timeout. Free throw up, no good. Rebound goes to Dyer. Game clock at 5 with 4. Jackson with 3, with 2. Elijah Jackson at the horn for the win. They call the foul. The shot missed. but they said Jackson was foul, and Southern could win it at the line. The foul will go on Guerra after he missed the front end of 2 1-and-1s. And Elijah Jackson to shoot 2. 5 of 5 at the line. 1 to tie, 2 for the lead. Free throw, no good. If you miss, you've got to get a box out. They put 4/10 of a second on the clock. A free throw for overtime. How about the crowd tonight? Second one. That's good. Tech has 4/10 of a second to get the ball inbounded. They'll throw a pass to half court, and we will go to overtime. 74 all. And we do not have a stop set, so we will keep it right here. Last time the Tech went to overtime, that was back in the national tournament in the first round, back in Orange City, Iowa, when the Hustlin' Owls faced Kaiser. And Oregon Tech that night came away with a 102-94 victory. Rallying late in that one, but it was Southern Oregon tonight that battles back. To tie this game at 74, though the free throws could have won it for the Raiders. In the second half, as we look at the numbers, Tech at 56% shooting in the second half, Southern Oregon at 43%. Raiders 12 offensive rebounds, that was key late. Last year, these two teams did it in Ashland last year. Tech won 92-88. That was the night that Eric Fraser went for 27, hit a huge bucket late. So both teams will have their starting fives out there in the jump circle. And the tap will be controlled by Tech. Both teams in the bonus, neither in the double bonus. Tech missed 2 front ends of 1-and-1s inside the final 2 minutes. That's why we're in overtime. It's Guerra, bounce pass high post to Blake Jensen. It's like the start of the game all over. Shivers near wing to Eric Fraser. Trying to look inside for Jensen, can't get it to him. So Fraser has it, he'll go right down baseline, try to go inside, he threw it away. Stolen away by Reichel. Outside, Whitaker. Back into the corner. Caught there by Jackson. Onto the low block comes Chapman. 1-on-1 against Shivers. Bodies his way to the cup. Throws it outside. Reichel for a 3 for the lead. No. Rebound tipped around. Dyer again with the offensive board. Out to Whitaker for another one. And Southern's got the lead. Whitaker's 4th triple. And the offensive rebound again gives the Raiders the lead. Bryce Dyer getting it done. 19 for Whitaker. The Raiders with a 3-point edge. It's their largest of the night. Jamison Guerra high post. Looks to answer. Does from 3. He said, you hit one, I'll hit one as well. We're tied at 77 in overtime. 3:40 left in the ball game. Capacity crowd tonight at Danny Miles Court. Reichel to the free throw line. Dyer catches there. Trying to look for a back pick, can't do so. So they'll swing it outside Whitaker again. Here's sideline to Chapman with 12 to shoot. He bodies his way in. Got stripped. Stolen by Guerra. 12th turnover on Southern Oregon tonight. 3:15 left in overtime. Tech trying to regain the lead. They led by as many as 10 in the second half. It's Guerra's center circle. He has 14 to 9. Works off a Blake Jensen pick at the high post. Throw it far sideline to Shivers. Fakes on a 3. Steps into one. No. Rebound tipped around. It'll stay at this end as it's off of the hands of Reichel. So Tech will have a fresh 20 with 2:59 left of the ball game. This is Cascade Conference basketball at its finest. Guerra will pull it back out off the inbound pass. Trying to clear out Cam Osborne. It's Guerra near sideline off a huge pick. Gets to the foul line, leaves it to Blake Jensen. He'll attack and score. Blake Jensen has 18. The lead for Tech is 2. 79-77. Reichel near angle. Hippity hop dribble. Head of the key to Whitaker. Inside Jackson. Now Chapman back outside the arc. Another 3 on the way. Won't go. Rebound tipped around. And this time the offensive board is Jackson. And he gets it home. 79 all. Another offensive rebound by the Raiders. Now make that for the Raiders 20-second chance points. Tech goes to Guerra in a tie ball game. 2 minutes in overtime. Guerra backs his way in. Jump stop. Layup is in. 16 for Guerra. 81-79. Who's going to get a defensive stop? It's Jackson near sideline. Brings it outside the arc. Back into the hands of Reichel. Reichel with a left-hand dribble down the middle of the paint. Looked like he traveled. Forced up a shot. How did that go in? Holy moly. He just flung it up because he was going to travel, and he flushed it in. 81 all. Reichel was 17, a career high. 90 seconds left in overtime. Tied at 81. Guerra has it along the far sideline. Working one-on-one against Elijah Jackson. Shot clock to 9 as the pass gets tipped away. Trying to find Osborne in the corner by Reichel with 8 to shoot. 1:15 left in the extra period. Will be Shivers to inbound. He'll get it to Guerra. Guerra off a high ball screen. He'll attack. Jamison Guerra outside. Osborne from the corner. 3 ball! Timeout Tech. Cam Osborne's got 19. 84-81 Tech. They have the lead by 3. Jackson.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
The 6-year senior from Prairie High in Vancouver. And with Cooper coming in, first reserve we've seen probably in the last 15 minutes. Southern has gone with Chapman, Reichel, Jackson, Whitaker, Dyer for down the stretch, and they convert it. It'll be a minute to play as Elijah Jackson breaks the time lock. Likes the dribble between his legs. He's got a mismatch. He drives Jensen to the basket and missed the runner, but he's going to go to the line. It'll go against Blake Jensen, just his second. Nobody on either team has 4, and it was Elijah Jackson who missed a free throw with 0.4 of a second left in regulation that could have won it for the Raiders. He goes back to the line. And the first one up and good. Shivers back in for offensive purposes for Tech. Trying to make it a one-point game again is Jackson. And he got that one. 84-83. See if Tech, they shoot a little sooner in the shot clock. 5-second count on Shivers, nearly gave it up. And away from the basketball, they're going to call a push-off on Guerra. Wow. Fourth foul on Guerra. Kind of caught in no man's land. And they're going to say it's a 1-and-1, which kind of surprises me. I would have thought it would have been a loose ball foul. I think they're saying because Tech, nobody had possession, it becomes a 1-and-1. So Jackson a chance to give his team the lead again. They had it off the opening basket here in overtime. Free throw is good. We're tied at 84. 44 seconds left. Chapman gonna sit down. In for the first time in a long while for the Raiders comes Gio Evans. 84 all in overtime. Two oldest rivals. Second one good, and the Raiders on top, 85-84. Game clock at 38 as Guerra has it center of the floor. Comes off a Jensen pick. His pass tipped away and stolen. Stolen by Evanson. He drives in. Tips in the hands of Whitaker. Tech not going to foul yet. Whitaker has it with 20 to play. And now finally he's fouled. Wow. They call the foul on Osborne, not Guerra. And to the line, in I believe the two-shot bonus, is Mason Whitaker. He is 3 of 3 from the line tonight. Trying to get the Raiders an extended lead. They lead 85-84. 20 seconds exactly left. Trying to steal a win here tonight. Mason Whitaker, 19 points in the ball game, and his free throw is up and good. Tech has brought Keegan Shivers back in. Whitaker now with 20. Second one, also good. Tech with a basketball, and they will take a timeout with 17 seconds left. We do not have any stop sets, as I mentioned, so we have to keep it right here throughout this timeout. Tech had the lead by 10 in the.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Guerra missed the front end of the 101. There was a foul as the horn sounded. Tackle inbound along the near sideline. What will they do? 17 seconds left. It'll be Fraser to inbound. They'll get it into Guerra. Guerra outside the arc at the high post. We'll hand it off to Keegan Shivers. Back in the hands of Guerra. Basket go to Jackson Cooper. Layup's good with 7 seconds left. A whistle and a timeout called by Matt Zozel. We'll keep it here with 0.8 of a second left, 87-86.
Win your share of $54,000 in cash and prizes at Clomoya. Win up to $500 cash during our 12 days of Christmas drawings. Win these beautiful prizes at our Deck the Bed Sunday kiosk, Mrs. Claus Christmas Eve hot seats, and you could win up to $250 in free play. Earn 50 points and receive various prizes at our Christmas gift kiosk. Win up to $1,000 cash at our New Year's Eve Starry Night hot seats, only at Clomoya Casino in Chiloquin, where winning comes naturally.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Sorry about the cough, friends. They'll run the baseline. And a quick foul on Bryce Dyer. Fraser will pick up the whistle. And it'll be Dyer to the stripe for the Raiders. Dyer, their best free thrower. 79%. Eight seconds left. Dyer was 6 tonight, including 10 rebounds. The best part about him shooting free throws, he's not rebounding. First one, no. There's a chance for Tech. Back in comes Guerra. Can Tech come back? No timeouts. Dyer's second is good. 86. Here comes Guerra. Guerra coast to coast all the way to the basket. Rattles around with 0.3 of a second left. Raiders with a chance. Up 4 with 3, with 2. Reichel to the corner. And they won't get a shot off. We're going to a second overtime. Jamison Guerra, coast to coast scores. And Southern did not get a shot off. We'll do it again. Tied at 88. Here from Danny Miles Court in Klamath Falls.
Every year, Oregon Tech enrolls our next generation of graduates in engineering, health sciences, technology, business, and more, with the highest median starting salary of any college or university in Oregon. Now's your time at Oregon Tech.
Glad that you could join us tonight, as this has been a barn burner. What a night. No timeouts for us to send it back to the studio, so we just get to keep it right here. Double overtime. It's Cascade Conference After Dark, friends. Both teams will have their fives out there again. Guerra playing with 4 fouls. That is a big key. 18 points, 10 assists for Guerra. Tap controlled by Tech. Here in the second overtime period. Cam Osborne along the far sideline. Working outside the arc against Whitaker. Between the rings to Fraser with 15 to shoot. Now into the hands of Guerra. Guerra works off a Jensen pick at the high post. Now he'll drive Chapman to the basket, put up a wild shot, and he's going to go to the line. The foul was called on Khalil Chapman for Southern Oregon. That is his third. Again, Guerra and Fraser both playing with 4 fouls. Guerra went coast to coast after the made free throw, got to the basket and finished to tie it. And then Southern couldn't get a shot off. Free throw for Guerra is good. He was 2 of 5 before that make. And gives Tech the lead back at 89-88. Wasn't expecting a score like this between these two clubs tonight. Second for Guerra, no good. Rebound Shivers. How about that one? Raiders have out-rebounded Tech tonight, 33-31, most of it on the offensive glass. Shivers high post, hands it off into the hands of Blake Jensen. They give it right back to Guerra along the far sideline. Guerra looked to attack, now steps back, he's alone, tries a 3, front iron, no. Jensen the offensive rebound, he's fouled. Foul will go on Jackson, his third. And Blake Jensen to the line for Tech, who's 13 of 20 at the line. The only 2 misses that Southern Oregon have had are free throws that could have won them the game. Dyer missed one, Jackson missed one, that's it. Everything else has gone for him. Blake Jensen at the stripe, first one up, heel the rim and home. 19 for Jensen. If he can knock this one home, he'd equal his career high. As Guerra to the bench, Jackson Cooper checks in. Tech not going to take chances with Guerra. Tech with a 2-point lead. Second one for Blake Jensen, no good. And a rebound tipped around, and the Raiders have it. And then a whistle, as it was Reichel that got the defensive rebound. And they're going to call a foul in backcourt on Keegan Shivers. And we'll go to the other end of the floor, and Gabe Reichel, a 77% free thrower, will step to the stripe for Southern Oregon. He is yet to go to the line tonight. Elijah Jackson, 23, new career high for him. Whitaker with 21, a career high for him. There's Reichel, the grad student. Free throw, front iron and off. Back in comes Guerra for offense, Cooper to the bench. 90-88 Tech, 4:12 left in the second overtime. We'll play until there's a winner tonight. Second one by Reichel is good. 1-point game. And up floors, Cam Osborne. Working one-on-one, hit a big 3 in that first overtime. Keep Tech alive, into the hands of Guerra. Jamison Guerra to Shivers, NBA 3, no. Rebound, Khalil Chapman goes out and gets that one. 1-point lead for Tech, Southern with the basketball. Off a screen at the high post goes Whitaker. Khalil Chapman, now Reichel. Reichel looking to step back, didn't pull the trigger. They reverse the basketball down the baseline. That's Whitaker working against Fraser with 4 fouls. Now it's Jackson. Cut off there by Guerra with 9 to shoot. Now it's Whitaker one-on-one against Guerra. Pass far sideline to Dyer to the corner. Contested 3. Reichel, no. Another offensive rebound by Dyer to the head of the key, and Whitaker. He can't get that one to go. And a defensive rebound this time by Keegan Shivers. Just over 3 minutes left in the second overtime. And Osborne will bring it across the near sideline. 3 minutes to go here in double overtime. Working off a screen is Cam Osborne. He'll attack the defense. Pull it back out with 10 to shoot. Now he's got a mismatch with Chapman. He'll attack. Cam Osborne steps in, forced up a shot. He's fouled, but he's going to go to the line. See if Cam Osborne can make a free throw. It's Bryce Dyer. picks up the personal. Two free throws for Cam. First one, no good. My word. It's College of Idaho all over again. Best free throwers not coming through late. Trying to make it a 2-point game. Osborne, that's good. He's to 20. You know he wants that free throw back. Tech's missed three free throws here in overtime. Jackson outside the arc. 2:35 left to Whitaker. Whitaker, 2 dribbles. Lob it right at the head of the key to Chapman off a screen to Reichel. Reichel curls off a screen set by Dyer to the corner, and Whitaker with 10 to shoot. Backs his way in. Guerra, swing it. Dyer, extra pass to Jackson. Dyer, head of the key for 3. No good. Guerra went up, got the rebound. Tipped it into the hands of Osborne. Tech's got to get it across the timeline. And they will with Keegan Shivers with 2:10 left and a 2-point lead. And hand it off to Osborne, far sideline. Both these teams look gassed. 91-89 Tech. It's Osborne at the hash mark, far side. He'll curl off a ball screen. 8 to shoot. Steps into a J. Hits! Ham Osborne. 22, 4-point lead. 1:40 left. Near sideline, it's Reichel. He'll drive baseline. Jensen trying to stay in front of him and does. They'll tip it back outside the arc. Whitaker catches. Near sideline to Reichel. 15 to shoot, 90 seconds left. Whitaker attacks. Reichel, an extra pass. Jackson's been hot. Misses this one. Rebound again to the Raiders. Outside to Whitaker again. No. Another offensive rebound and a foul underneath. They're going to call a intentional foul inside on Shivers. Oh my. As Chapman got the rebound, they call the foul on Shivers. So it's free throws and the ball for the Raiders. Anything could go wrong for Tech tonight as Khalil Chapman, very good free thrower. Not this time though. First one off the mark. 1:18 left in a 4-point game. Second one. That one rattled it. 93-90. Now Southern will get possession because of the intentional foul called on Keegan Shivers, his 3rd. And it all starts with the second chance points for the Raiders. And that offensive rebounds have been the key. Reichel to inbound. Whitaker catches near corner. He attacks the middle of the defense, takes Fraser in, puts up a shot. No, Chapman, 2 putbacks and it goes. One minute left. 1-point game. Jamison Guerra to Cam Osborne, who's had the hot hand here in overtime. 3-point possession for the Raiders. Shot clock to 10. Osborne, middle of the court. 1-on-1 against Whitaker. Drives him to the elbow, tries again, and he's fouled with 41 seconds left. Cam Osborne will shoot 2. To the line goes Cam Osborne. Free throw is good. One more to come. Front iron and in. 95-92. In the second overtime. Reichel has it, head of the key. Jackson Cooper face guarding him. Reichel's going to attack Cooper. Bounce pass inside. There's Dyer for a pair. 1 point game again. Shot clock is turned off. Osborne will get it to Cooper. Now Guerra. Tech playing keep away. They want it in Osborne's hands. 12 to play. And finally, Cam Osborne with 11 on the clock. He is fouled. The foul will go on Reichel. It'll be his third. And free throws for Cam Osborne set to go. It'll be a two-shot opportunity for Osborne, who is cramping up a bit. And Osborne steps up. Played a lot of minutes tonight. 24 tonight for Cam. Career high is 27 last year against Eastern Oregon. 11 seconds left. First one, good. Just as he did late against Eastern Oregon the other night. Second one, also good. And Tech will use a timeout. We have no spot sets left. We've been going now for a good hour, it seems like. And Oregon Tech with a 3-point lead.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Win your share of $54,000 in cash and prizes at Clomoya. Win up to $500 cash during our 12 days of Christmas drawings. Win these beautiful prizes at our Deck the Bed Sunday kiosk, Mrs. Claus Christmas Eve hot seats, and you could win up to $250 in free play. Earn 50 points and receive various prizes at our Christmas gift kiosk. Win up to $1,000 cash at our New Year's Eve Starry Night hot seats, only at Clomoya Casino in Chiloquin, where winning comes naturally.
Will have to inbound it in backcourt. And now Southern gets whistled for a delay of game warning for taking too long out of their bench. It'll be Whitaker to inbound. They'll get it into Chapman. Now right back to Whitaker. Game clock at 8. Mason Whitaker at the high post. He'll throw it back to Lil Chapman into the hands of Jackson. The three to tie. No. Rebound tips around, and the Raiders won't get a shot off. Oregon Tech has survived. 97-94. What a ball game. And for the Hustlin' Owls, an opportunity tonight to come away with a huge, huge Cascade Conference win. The postgame show's next. It's going to be a happy one here on 92.5 KLAD.